Fuck's sake. Fuck that. Megan, why aren't you online? Why are you gonna make me look for you? Listen, I can't be fucked playing this game. So I'm gonna invite you to party chat and then you can come and talk. Because my mouth hurts and I can't talk. So you can sit here and talk to everybody. Take over my stream. For a little bit. Megan, you've got that fucking appear offline shit. There you go, fuck's sake. Alright, let me fix this shit. Also, when you come on, can you make sure your mic is low? Because you're usually pretty loud. I'll just wait till you come on. I mean, whenever you're ready, really. Take your time. I mean... guess we'll just wait. This thing about live streaming. You love waiting for people while you're live. It's good times. And then this fucker didn't even come back. You sound so lively. Just turn your mic down. What do you mean you don't know how to do that? Go into your audio settings. Turn it down. Go into your settings, go to devices, go to audio devices, adjust microphone level. When you do it, you'll be able to hear how loud you are as well. That's the one. Fuck me. Alright, wait, I'm gonna share the party audio. Oh shit. I'll share your voice so you can talk, because my fucking mouth hurts. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Don't you love how OTK is like, yeah, do another one, and then he just doesn't show up?
Yeah, he did say he was going to stream, but I thought that was in a couple of hours.
We should spam him. I think your mic is still too loud. Maybe I'll just turn you down myself. Hold up. What did you put it on? Like, where's your little dial? Okay. I'll just turn you down then myself. It's better.
Good.
Yeah, cool. I got you.
Okay.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. The thing is, I don't even think people are going to show up to this because it's like the middle of the night for them.
It's 8 PM, yeah, it's, I don't know. It's like 7 AM, 6 AM and 5 AM in the United States.
Oh, give me a second. Okay, I need to adjust my audio. It's better. Yes, it is. It's a great game.
46 gigs.
I'm very happy that you got it.
Yeah, The Last of Us Remastered. The one I bought. $20. Not bad.
I think that's probably about how much I paid for it too. 25. It's still held its value because it's such a good game, and also because the new one's coming out, obviously. So everybody's playing the first one again. Some people are playing it for their first time.
When I searched it, the new one came up during a pre-order. I'm like, I don't even know what the first one's about.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna play it and you're gonna be like, oh my god, I need to get the new one for sure. I've played The Last of Us. You were watching me play it. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah. You will love it. When you play it for yourself, you know how you said that it's different experiencing stuff through your own. You'll love it because it's open world. I'm gonna classify it as horror adventure. It has all the classic tactics and elements of survival horror. So it's got, searching, crafting weapons, items. It's got all that classic horror stuff. It's got, monsters, whatnot. I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe it would be open world survival horror more than adventure, I guess. It's a very good game. Very, very good. You'll like it for sure. I can't wait to see you play it and stream it. Can't wait. Like, yeah, for sure. Yeah, you're definitely gonna cry. within the first 5 minutes of the game. I really enjoy it though, the fact that you're playing all these survival horror games and getting into the genre. It's pretty cool, huh? Cool genre.
I'm so addicted, it's unreal.
Do you what is your favorite thing about it so far? Is it the gameplay? Is it the what do you call it? Not the mechanics gameplay. When I say gameplay, I mean the fact that you have to craft items and search for items and that sort of thing, and the quick time events? Or is it the story? Is it the adrenaline rush and all that, the horror elements of it? Because there's creativity in that as well, like the monsters and all that stuff.
It's a bit of all of it, I think, but I like the storylines. I'm all about storylines, and I like searching for things, putting things together, the puzzles. I like all of it, honestly. Not one thing that puts me off at all about it.
Most survival horrors don't have the puzzle element to it. That's more your action adventure type games like God of War, like Tomb Raider, Uncharted and stuff like that. The horror games, besides Resident Evil, obviously Resident Evil's heavily reliant on puzzles, always has been that franchise. And then obviously you gotta remember with Evil Within, the minimal puzzles that they had in that was also because it was designed by the same, creator of Resident Evil 4, I believe. So that's pretty much the only one I've seen. But most survival horror games, the puzzle is in the game itself. So usually the puzzle is the main objective of the game itself. So something will be like, okay, well, you've got to find a way out of this house, and then the whole house is a maze. It's sort of like, you know what I mean? Similar to Resident Evil, how when you go, Resident Evil 7, for example, how every door is locked, and if you go into the wrong area, then an enemy rocks up. That's how most survival horror games are, because most of them, like I said, it's resourcing. So you have certain areas where you can explore or look around or enter to find materials, to craft items, to find weapons, health, all that sort of stuff, medication, whatever the way they've designed it to that specific game. But that's survival horror, as opposed to regular horror game, which is more scare tactics and the shock value of everything. It's less puzzles, they don't really give you much time and stuff. For example, a game that's not survival horror is Outlast. Like a game like that is just pure scare the shit out of you. Or a game like Daylight, or I don't know, I can't think of any now. But games like that, obviously you have to survive. That's pretty obvious in any game that you play. But less so with crafting and sourcing materials. You still will find items. You'll still have maybe a weapon, maybe not. But definitely not the puzzle elements there. It's just more that the game design is tricky as a horror game. But survival horror is different. That's why, for me, that's my favorite genre probably in general, but also because of the way it's done. Like if I had to pick out of the two whether I'd want to play something that's just, the story's still there, they both have that in common, but if I had to pick between just playing something that's what's around the corner and then something jumps out and I'm shitting my pants, or if I had to pick between moving through an open forest and finding items near a tree, and then maybe an enemy if I go the wrong way, I'd definitely pick the second one. I like survival horror for sure, way more than anything else. Even in the horror genre itself, I'd pick survival horror. I'd probably actually pick action and then open world adventure and then horror itself. Because I actually shit my pants. Like, I don't... survival horror is my favorite because I still get both elements in there. I still get the shit scared out of me, and I still get the enjoyment of the gameplay. But that whole very tense atmosphere, like games like Outlast, games like, you know, like I said, Daylight, Layers of Fear as well, like games like that, they just scare the shit out of you all the time. Like, you don't want to do anything. You don't want to move. Everything is constantly... You're supposed to be in a constant state of fear. And those types of horror... No, that's survival horror again. Those types of games, those types of horror games, I'm not actually a big fan of. Like, I do play them because I love horror, and I love, like, the adrenaline rush and having the shit scared out of me to some degree. But I actually also, like, don't prefer them over other games. So, like, I would say survival horror is my favorite. And then actions, shooters, because, like, I love shooters. And then open world adventure, or just slash open world adventure. So, like, Tomb Raiders, God of War's action adventure, really. It's kind of mashed in. And then like horror, just horror, like that. Because Outlast, that game scared the shit out of me. In a way that a game has not scared the shit out of me in many, many years. It's fucking scary as shit. And it's one of those games that's relentless. It doesn't... What I love about horror is that it puts you in the atmosphere right away. Like from the get-go. It doesn't give you time to breathe. It doesn't give you time to think. It's not a puzzle game. It's not a thinking game. It's more of a... You can try a new strategy, but it's very, like, forceful. It pushes you to go to the places you don't want to go. That's what I love about horror. The adrenaline that you get out of it, because it pushes you... You know, you go through that dark room. Go down that hallway, the long hallway with the creepy music. Go down, you know, the dimly lit stairs. Like, it makes you go to all the places in your mind that you wouldn't normally want to go. But you can live that out through the game, which is why I love it. Like, that's why I love the genre, because I like the rush of it all, I think. There's certain elements of fantasy to it, obviously, because it's not real. And then obviously the story.
Uncharted.
1 second. Hey Boomy. Support stream, what's going on? Hope you're okay. Boom, I've got all the links dropping down, man. I've got all my links dropping down, so if you're curious, you can just check out one of my latest update videos. All my links are dropping. Yeah, what were you saying? This has turned into a fucking capcast and I'm in so much fucking pain, so I don't know what I'm talking.
Asked if you recommend that I play Uncharted.
No. No. Because... 2 reasons. One, you've got too many games to fucking play. And the games that I want you to play, or that you've said you want to play, they're all franchised games, most are. So, you know, once you play, you know, for example, you played Resident Evil, and now you've played, what, 4 RE games already? In the space of less than 3 months, I'd say. So, yeah, so once you play, you know, you've still got Resident Evil, games that you can play. You've got... Correct. You've got, if you do Silent Hill, the chances are you'll most likely want to play another one after that. You've got Tomb Raider, which you said you want to do, which I really want to see you do, because those games are very, very cool. And they're decent, and all of these games as well, by the way, are decent-sized games. As in, they're not a run-through, they're not a weekend game. They are the types of games that you need to really focus on. They're all single-player, campaign, story-driven games. They're not multis, so they are all about the story. So none of them are going to be a walk in the park. And then once you change from survival horror, because that's what you've been playing, you did a few shooters, but you're still learning as a player to, to what to expect and how to actually play. So that also comes into effect. Meaning, without, making it sound bad, it's going to take you longer than the average because you're still a beginner. So you add the fact that you're playing franchise games with the fact that you'll become obsessed because you'll like it, with the fact that it's going to take you double the time it would take like someone like me. Ain't nobody got time for Uncharted. Ain't nobody got time for that. Like, you won't have time. So I want to see you play Tomb Raider. That's a franchise in its fucking self. That's like, if you play the old, like we said, if you play the older ones, the first two that came out, then you move on to like whatever anniversary, let's say, and then you want to play the new ones. That's 5 games. Each one of those games is a decent 30 hours plus for you anyway.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be going for a while. That's just Tomb Raider. You still got to finish Resident Evil. On The Last of Us. That's gonna take you a quick minute too, like. So, and then once you play that, you've also, you've got new stuff coming up that it would be silly not to utilize the PlayStation 4 for while you have PlayStation 4 releases. So there's a lot that's going to be going on with you and your channel and gameplay. So I would not introduce new franchises. I'd pick like 3. Do you know what I mean? And I'd start with that. Yeah. Or 2, not even 3, I'd pick 2. Like, I really want to play the God of War games, and you play like all the God of War games. Like, or I really want to play Tomb Raider games, and then you pick which ones you want to play and you do that. But it's going to be hard for you to transition. Like, the thing I learned when I started streaming was I put too much on my plate. Like, I like being a variety streamer because I like a variety of genres. I like adventure, I like open world, I like shooters, I like horror, I like car racing, I like all that shit. I like fighters, but, as much as I want to play, everything, realistically, even for someone with my brain capacity, in the sense that, like, that I have experience because I've been gaming for so long, as opposed to a beginner, right? Like, I'm using you as an example. Even someone like me, like, also you got to remember we're going to be streaming it, so that instantly takes my focus and the distraction and all that, all the elements that come along with streaming, and it makes it that much harder. So for someone like you, changing genres, and also the fact that you'll be playing on PlayStation plus PC is going to fuck with you. It's going to make you take that much longer. It's going to make you fuck up that much more. It's going to make you look that much more trash because, it really does take quite a long time, and I would suggest playing on one console. I mean, as a kid, like, I had multiple consoles, but not at the same time, ever. Like, I started on my Sega, and then after my Sega, I went to PlayStation, and then from PlayStation, I went to PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. In between that, I played the occasional Nintendo 64. I had my Game Boy Color, I had a few handhelds, and then I had the Wii. I played with the Wii U as well. Like, but I had a good, like, amount of years, and I don't mean like months. I had a good amount of years where I had the experience of multiple genres to become adaptable to multiple consoles. Whereas you, on the other hand, haven't done either. Do you know what I mean? So it's gonna take you a lot longer to do that.
Yeah.
So I would stick with, I would stick with what you have.
Yeah. Nintendo, PC, and Xbox. That was it for me.
Because there's nothing wrong with having a variety. May I ask what the surgery is for? I don't know if you're still here, Boom. It's for my teeth. Hurts to talk. Need surgery. Pretty severe, actually. Pretty expensive. And I hate life right now. Been hating life for about a month. But yeah, like, for you, I would stick to the survival horror, and like I said, maybe later on doing something different. The good thing though about a game like The Last of Us, if you play that before you play anything else, The Last of Us can be similar gameplay to Tomb Raider. So that might help you.
Okay.
There's even elements of the same gameplay in Resident Evil, the Resident Evil games. So some of the mechanics are similar, very similar, if not the same. They'll be shown differently when you play an adventure kind of game, like Tomb Raider. But it's very similar, like the puzzle stuff, the mechanics of it, you know, the jumping, climbing, that sort of stuff. It's all in that game. So if you play The Last of Us, that should help you do Tomb Raider after. Unless you do Tomb Raider if you do Tomb Raider on PC, then it won't help you. Cause
I'll have to do PC. I think for Tomb Raider I'll have to do PC first, and then if I want to play the newer ones, I will do that on the PlayStation.
no notification. Well, I fucking told you I was coming back. It's been like 15 minutes. Like, why didn't you just check? Do you think I get your notifications, OTK? I don't. I just come looking for you like a stalker. That's why I always put those eyeballs in when I find you. I'm like, I found you. And it's like that.
I didn't get a notification, I just waited for you to come back.
I'm not surprised. I'm a new sub. Hey Art G, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. If you did subscribe, please put your subscriptions on public. You'll find it in your community settings. I think somewhere. If you put your subscriptions on public, it'll come up that you're a new subscriber. I'll wait for the notification, you stalker. She's low, by the way. Yeah, I told her to go low. How I like it. Megan, you can put your mic up. Just put it up to like 3/4. That's where I've got mine. You should be the same as me.
One moment, please.
I'm like you, OTK. Like my women below me. Oh.
Oh. Is that better?
I don't know, ask him. I'm not listening to my stream. It doesn't matter as long as you're not interrupting me. That's the only reason I tell people to make their volume lower, because usually when you talk at the same time, if your audio's or anyone's audio is higher than mine, then my voice gets lost, and fuck that shit. It's my stream. I'm always gonna be louder than every fucker on here. But if you don't interrupt me, then it doesn't matter. OTK's only interested in you, Megan. That's why he came back.
Who is she, the cat's mother? She.
Fuck you. I'm very confused. You just said that you subbed to me and then said fuck you. I don't know. Better clarify that, Art. Because I know nobody got time for it. I disliked. Oh, okay. So you didn't sub to me, and now you're laughing, and you've disliked. That gives me activity to my page. Thank you. If you could stay for like 5 more minutes, that'd be pretty decent. Interested in no one woman, if you say so. I can't be fucked picking up my phone. You disliked my video. Okay.
Oh, people never seem to amaze me.
Yeah, see, now she's much louder for me. I'll turn her down again. Yeah, see, that's why... Although, wait, hold up. I do know that people do actually subscribe when they say they've subscribed, but this is why I don't play with fuckers when they're like, I subbed. Because they lie. It's like, you know, if I don't see your subscription come up on public, then you don't play with me or do anything. You don't win my giveaways, you don't get shit. And if you want to have, reserve the right to your privacy and not show your subscriptions publicly, then that's completely your prerogative, but you don't get anything when it comes to me then. That's just how it is. So, hey Lewis. I can't read my phone. Megan?
Uh-huh.
OTK, when are you streaming? Don't worry, you're not self-promoting, I'm asking you a question. And don't say like in a couple of hours, because you say shit and then you don't do it when you say you're gonna do it. I'm a very specific technical person.
Very curious as to why you only streamed for an hour this morning. I woke up after falling asleep and I missed the stream by like 20 minutes.
I get excited when I wake up and I see my notifications and it says, OTK started streaming 3 hours ago, and I'm just like, sick, because I know he streams for like 10, so I know that like it doesn't matter if I miss a whole day's worth because he'll still be on. And I saw it and it said started streaming like whatever, 2 hours ago or something, and I was like, cool, and I got myself ready, I was excited to go and abuse him, and then I go on YouTube and it was like, he ended, and I was like, but he only started 2 hours ago. He doesn't do less than 2 hours. What do you mean? And I lost my shit. And I was like, YouTube's broken. And it took me a whole 2 minutes, OTK, to realize that you didn't fucking do what you normally do. And that you are a disappointment, like the rest of humanity. So, that was my day today. Thanks to you. I'll do it when I do it, don't rush me. Fucking hell. Fucking hell.
Sounds like a woman getting ready for a date. Don't rush me.
He is getting ready for a date with us. He's got to look good. He's always talking about his hair and like, he's got his hat on. Tries to look good. For all we know, he's naked under there.
It's 8:30 at night here, and I work, so, don't make it too long.
Well, he's not catering to us, he's catering to his, fan base of loyal supporters, which is a bunch of 15-year-old males, so I find it interesting that he takes his time to get ready for them rather than 2 females. But anyway, you do what you want to do.
We just sit there for like 8 hours, 10 hours.
Oh, but what? It's nothing. So what that we do that? We're expected to, really, and we shouldn't feel like we should get any sort of recognition or credit for that. Like, he called fucking Cherry his favourite. Cherry? Fucking Cherry? Really? Yeah, alright. Cool. That's cool.
Yeah, right.
I can hear him just... No, she doesn't sit in his fucking streams for 8 hours. She doesn't. She's an old school... She's the first... I think he told me she was the first moderator. And she's been there way longer than I have. But the bitch has not accumulated the hours that I have. So... Just saying. Just saying. He fucked up. He done fucked up when he said that shit. So, my support is now going to diminish. And it's going to minimize. Because I am not a fucking side bitch. I'm a fucking main. And that's the way it is. Just the way it is. Do you know how many people I have to fucking support that are also great people, like to me? That don't abuse me when I go to their chats. And I don't sit there and give them 10 hours of my fucking time. Again, just saying. What is he saying?
Get that amount of my time is you. And I hate to say it, OTK. That's the longest that I sit in streams is yours. And his.
He gives us what, 5 fucking minutes, yeah? 5 fucking minutes.
And I get 5 minutes of his time while he's getting ready for work.
Yeah, fucking dick. dick. I was playing games offline with my friend. When I got on, he got tired, so I got off. Okay, I don't care about your life. She's definitely not the first. Not the first woman that was on there. Just bothering these women on here. Bothering women worldwide since hashtag probably, I don't know, 99, whatever. How's my surgery going? It's not going, Lewis. I still need to raise money to get the surgery. I need quite a lot of money for it, more than I initially thought that I would. So it's not going well at all. So yeah, I had some people help me, which was really great. I think we've got about 300 and something in the money pool that I created, that my friends created for me. But it's looking like I'm gonna need about 4,000 for the surgery now. It's actually much more complicated than initially thought. I've been getting bad news for days from surgeons, so it's a much more complicated and a costly procedure. Has to be done in hospital under general sedation, for a bunch of people there monitoring my shit. I'm not going to go into too much, medical history and stuff, but yeah, it's going to cost more. So, unfortunately, I haven't received the help that I was hoping to get from certain people, and I haven't been able to raise obviously enough money. And some people have, said they were going to help and then didn't. So that's been fucking great too, having people just not do what they say they're going to do and that sort of thing. So it's been a bit of a shit show, if I'm being honest. But it is what it is. This fucker subscribed to my channel, you guys. This art fucker subscribed to my channel and then disliked my shit. I mean, I don't understand.
Weird.
Done and done. What, Lewis? Did you just transfer me $5,000? Because that'd be fantastic. What's done and done? Did you rob a bank? I don't even need you to rob a bank. Just a gas station. Small notes. Doesn't have to be big bills. Not a problem. OTK's not talking anymore.
Given up on us.
He's so fucking half-assed. He's even half-assed if he's arguing. I shared the stream. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Isn't it nice when people share your streams, Megan? Like, when they don't want to donate because they're saving their money. Isn't it nice when people share though? Like, just, it's free. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't really take much time. It's just a way to show support, Right.
That's why I always say if people can't donate, they can always share out the streams. I do support streams. I did a 4-hour one yesterday, and the day before that I did another 4-hour. Dropping links.
Yeah.
It's easy.
I mean, some people probably can't do that because of their reputation and stuff, Like, let me try and think of someone, like, off the top of my head, like, completely random. Let me try and think really hard. I guess I could say maybe OTK, just off the top of my head. Someone like him obviously can't do that, because how would it look if he's sitting there abusing me and then he's like, actually, Cappy's my friend, and I love her. Okay, let's not say that, because he would never say that, let's be honest. But he'd say something like, Cappy's my friend, and she's going through a hard time, and if we can support her, blah, 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 blah. But, like, obviously he can't do that, because, like, it's too hard for him to do. So, you know, he's all he can do is sit there and share the streams. Oh wait, he can't do that either because, like, you know, Twitter and, you know, his followers see that as well, and they'll be like, hey, you actually support Kaplan? You actually like her? And then, you know, he'll be like, no. So, you know, I understand it. So, you know, there are exceptions to the rules. I always wonder what he's sitting there thinking. I wonder if he's getting mad, if he's like pulling his dick, or if he's laughing.
Cussing us out, if I'm honest.
No, when he's really mad, he types, I think. Are you done yet? I mean, if you want me to be done, I mean, I could just keep going. I'm pretty bored, as you can tell, and I'm going to be in pain anyway, so I need someone to make fun of. Take the fun out of my sales, why don't you? See, I know he's fucking multitasking now, which shits me, because when he's not, he's always like, he's typing constantly. No, see, people with mouth injuries, I mean...
You know, at OTK, you complain that she doesn't talk. And then when she makes the effort to talk, you complain. So what is it that you want from her? Seriously.
He wants my soul and my babies. That's what he wants. He wants my love. No, he's gonna say something about like shooting himself or something. Are you crying, Cap? Do I sound like I'm crying? On the inside. Like all the time. But no, I'm not crying.
No, Lewis, that's my job.
Oh, you got a cold? Oh, why? Because I sniffed? Because I went like that. I was just inhaling the sweet smell of success over my insults with OTK. Having my kids, I'm not gay, bro. Okay, well that makes no fucking sense. You know this, right?
That doesn't make any sense.
No, it
She's
doesn't.
a female. She can have children.
I think he was trying to use the gay angle, except it totally doesn't work. Yeah, that would work with a dude. But you forget that I'm not, so...
It's a bit of a fail there.
He's mixing up his like humour on his chat, the shit that works with his bullshit, with my shit. That shit doesn't work here. You were calling me a guy. Oh.
She's anything but a guy, I can tell you that much. If only he knew.
If only he saw these beautiful bobs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what, OTK? You fucking took your sweet ass time and we were actually sitting here talking about games and the survival horror genre for a good 15 fucking minutes. And you came in just as I stopped talking about it. So, this is what you get. Like...
OTK, I just bought The Last of Us.
Yeah. Beautiful bobs. I'm calling bullshit. You know I can't send them to you. So...
I can vouch for that.
One of these days he's gonna annoy me too much and I'm gonna end up sending him photos. Just to prove a point.
Do it.
I'll just send him like some cleavage situation. Nice. Unfortunately she can't stream. Yeah. Well, supposed to have worked on that over the weekend. Yeah, pretty pissed about it.
I'm moving I'm supposedly out of here by the weekend, and I'm moving into my place on around the 28th. So once I'm in there, I'll be able to sort out the router situation at my place. So maybe for me, myself, another week or two at my place. And then, but for Ivan's place, the guy's coming in 2 days. So I should be able to do it by the weekend if it all goes well.
Should have fucking done it already this weekend. Fucking trash ass China.
The guy couldn't do it. He says it's too complicated. So Ivan had to get the technicians from the internet place to come and do it.
Yeah, it's fucking half-asses, mate. I have a secret to tell you. Tell me. You know, Meg, you can just buy a capture card instead of buy games. What does that have to do with the other? What does a capture card got to do with the games? You're trying to make her do a hacking thing. I'm crazy? I mean, Lewis, we're all fucking crazy. Ha 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 ha. Are you doing the Joker right now? Because that's pretty cool. I like crazy Lewis. There's nothing that you can say to me that's gonna make me sit there and be like, do you know what I mean? I'm all about the weird and the freaky. Let them all come. I listen to Gaga for fuck's sake. Like, have you not seen her? She calls her fans little monsters and talks about how being weird and a freak is cool. So yeah, Lewis, try again. What's the point of buying games if she's not going to play them off stream? What do you mean?
Saying I must buy a capture card instead of buying games so that I can stream it.
Oh, he's talking about why buying the games if she can't stream. Okay. Fucking say shit properly, for fuck's sake.
But I'm still gonna buy the games, okay, even if I get the capture card.
Well, because she's trying to do the router thing that she told you, which was supposed to be done, by the way, this fucking weekend for her to test out if the VPN situation works. So it was meant to be already fucking done. And then if that doesn't work, she'll buy a capture card.
Then I'll get the capture card. Yeah. Instead of spending all that money on
the capture
router.
card is fuckery though. Like, she's gonna move in, she's gonna have enough shit to fucking do, and while she's moving in, and I don't want to wait any longer. We've been waiting for ages. What would be much, quicker, I think, in my opinion, is having somebody come in, because when she's moving into a new place, they're gonna come in and do her internet anyway. And from the looks of it, because I saw her new place, it's set up with a router near the wall, and then her TV will go there. So everything's already pretty much done, actually. Like, it's actually quite ready to go. The only thing she'll have to change is she'll have to put in her router. Put in her router, and then just connect, and that's it. And then she streams off the PS4. The capture card, though, she's got to go through the PC to do that. And I know Megan's all tech savvy and stuff, but that sounds like much more fuckery. And also won't guarantee her a good connection. Like, what if she needs a fucking router anyway? You forget she's in China, right? You forgot that she's got shitty fucking trash internet. So the router actually is a 2-in-1. It's 2 birds, 1 stone. The router gives her really good internet, plus, yeah.
If the router works and it's decent, it's going to be cheaper than a capture card anyway.
Plus better internet. Plus it's faster setup. Internet, yeah, he forgets you're in fucking China, which has trash city fucking internet. Like, the whole reason, well, not the whole reason, I shouldn't say that. My whole thing for her moving is the internet, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously she's moved to be closer to her kid. But me and her heavily rely on internet. Her gaming channel, a router doesn't give, yes it does. It does so give you better internet.
If you see my shitty router that I have now, OTK, you'll understand. The one that I'm getting is 10 times better, and it's better for gaming as well.
It gives you faster internet. Maybe not super fast like other things, but it does give you faster internet.
And just let me say this, the router has a built-in VPN, which means I don't have to have the fuckery of trying to put the VPN onto all these fucking devices that I have. Whereas I can just switch on the device, onto fucking YouTube and everywhere else.
You guys can't be serious.
Okay, you need to understand that the VPN built into a router is 1,000 times better for me for speed, for all kinds of things. Because right now, being on here, I'm using a VPN. Right now, me going on my laptop and streaming on my main channel is a VPN. Me talking to Kaplan on the fucking phone is through a VPN. So, and that chews everything. It chews up everything, whereas it makes my connection weaker on the actual apps because it has to feed the VPN as well.
And I think she's got multiple ones, she said. So if she gets that, she'll have one for everything, and there's no more fuckery with whatever she does.
Right, and the only time I need a VPN is when I'm not in the house for my phone. Everything else will be at home. So the internet is not shitty. That's the thing. They're coming out with fucking 5G here. It's not just the internet. That's the thing. If you live here, you'll understand. It's not just the internet. It's got to do with VPNs. It's got to do with all kinds of shit. The internet is really decent most of the time. And like not where I'm at, where I'm living now. I live in a fucking shithole. But internet could be pretty decent most of the time. It's all the other fuckery that I have to go through. If I wasn't on YouTube and I was just using regular internet here in China, it's super fast. It's got to do with me getting out of China, basically.
China's trash. China's so trash. But you know what? My internet's fucking trash too, and I live in Australia, and we're supposed to have good internet, which we don't. And the provider that I have, like I'm on cable, which is supposed to be the second fastest speeds in Australia, and my speeds are horrible. And I pay out the arse for it too. It's not cheap either. It's not like I went for a cheap company. I went for... There's two leading companies in Australia, and I'm with one of them. The more expensive one is the one that I didn't pick, which is that they get 97% coverage. The other one shares, I think it's partnered, but I went with the partnered one because it was slightly cheaper, but it cost a pretty penny for me to fucking be running this shit right now. Like, it's not cheap. And I get trash speeds. I get really shitty speeds. Sometimes my 4G is faster than my Wi-Fi, which is fucking ridiculous. Upload and down. I can't check it now.
If my internet is really bad, I will get an upgrade. Remember, we spoke about that as well. I said if it's really bad, I will still pay the extra to get better internet. Of course, I rely on that.
Hey GG, welcome. Upload and download. I don't know, but I think my upload is less than 5. And my download is, I don't know, on a good day, it's very like, here's the thing that shits me about it, it's very unstable. So I've got it wired now. I went with LAN, obviously before I was on Wi-Fi. Now I'm wired, and my speeds changed when I went wired for sure, but it's still variable. Like it would be, I don't know, 25 megabytes per second, the next minute it'll be like 11. Do you know what I mean? Like it's very... No, because it's not, because it changes every fucking 12 seconds, it feels like. You can watch it on... You can see it on my gameplay. On a game like this, on an online game where it eats more, you can see the speeds varying, and it's not just the game itself. You see it... you don't see it as much with other games that I play, but with games like this, you can see how bad my internet is. Especially if I'm hosting, like, you can see it. I don't need to check my shit because it comes up every single time I stream, and you'll probably see it come up on this stream. You'll see the little icon on the top. It looks like a little plug. And that means your internet connection isn't strong enough. When it gets really bad and it's about to drop, it comes up with an actual error message that says the internet broadcast quality is not sufficient enough to broadcast blah blah blah. That comes up every single time I fucking stream. every time, and I've got very good internet by all rights. I paid out the arse for it. I even went wired, and I'm still getting trash speeds. So I'm very disappointed with Australia's internet, and the thing is, like, as a YouTuber, it's an issue because Wi-Fi in general is kind of like, prior to YouTube, my business ran on that sort of stuff, so having good internet was pretty damn important. But as far as YouTube is concerned, like, it's crucial. It's literally not possible without good Wi-Fi. I literally cannot stream certain games unless the connection is there and the speeds are there. So that's pretty concerning, because now that things are getting, upgraded and shit's getting serious, my internet just really can't handle it. So, even if I was to stay on YouTube, that's been an issue for me for some time that I've been worried about, because I've tried to do what I can. It's just fucking annoying. Not 25. No, I didn't say it on an upload. I said on a download. You guys need more better internet than me. It's never on a good day. It's what you have.
What do you have, ITK? What are your uploads and download speeds?
Everybody thinks I'm fucking British, Lewis. You know why?
I get that.
Uncultured. Because they don't even sound the same. 25 on a download is horrible.
And now I really want to know what his is, because 25 to me doesn't sound horrible on a download.
No, it's not that bad. It's not the greatest, but it's not the worst.
200 to 230 megs down. 250, that's decent. That's fucking brilliant, actually. Wow.
But I don't feel like that's how it is here. Because that's not... No, that's not what we have here. Maybe your shit's different there, because that's not how it is here.
Download's always supposed to be more than upload, but it never happens for me. Mine's always the other way around. For some stupid reason.
Yeah, I don't think our speeds are like that at all. Or maybe it's just under a different thing, or it's measured differently, I don't know. Because I've never seen that before. You guys using Wi-Fi, 4G and 5G network? SIM card to use the internet? Oh god. We're living in a stone age.
5G is not out yet, Lewis. It's coming out in China for first. Now in the new year. 5G. I can't wait for it. Especially for mobile.
Yeah, I can't test my speeds right now, obviously.
I'm gonna pay out of the arse for the 5G, but I'm gonna do it, because if I want it for live streaming from my phone when I'm out in public, it'll be great.
I mean, you see, like, it's not like... It's really quite variable, and I don't know why. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's where I'm located. I don't know if it's my connection itself. I think it's just the internet, to be fair, because like I said, when I went wired, it did change the speeds. So I don't think that would have happened if, say, my, where my my cable's been put in, it was affected by, the weather or something like that. I don't think it was that. We only got a new router and the cable hooked up about a year ago. So there's no reason why my internet is so bad. And most other Australian streamers that I talk to, who have the same company in different areas, obviously, of Melbourne, other Australians that I've spoken to have gone with the same company, and they get much faster speeds than me. I've been told I should not be getting the speeds I'm getting. So I don't know what it is. All I know is it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, you saw my stream cut out after an hour. That's fucking stupid. And I'm playing Friday, for fuck's sake. Imagine if I was playing like a decent game. Like, it's it's very unreliable. You know, you get to stream for 12 hours if you want to without any connection loss, like, which is fantastic. But like I said, you know, I'm a basic bitch. This is my luck, and I really do mean it is my luck, because trust me, I did not go cheap on this shit. It's just not meant to fucking be. Like, I'm just not meant to have success in the way that others do. And I'm not sitting here crying the poor game. It's just I'm frustrated because I try very hard and I feel like I always get half of what everybody else does. I do the same thing and yet I get half the results. It bothers me. And then it becomes such a hassle, too difficult, and then I can't be fucked. Because no one wants to sit there working 10 times harder than anybody else. You know? It's just annoying. And then people don't understand. Not once has anybody ever asked me about my internet connection, like what company I go with or how much I pay or anything like that. But if I complain about money, they're like, oh, well, we all pay for internet. Yeah, okay, but how much do you pay? You know what I mean? And what kind of connection do you get? Because I know a lot of people that pay way less than I do and get much better speeds than I do. So don't sit there talking shit to me. Do you know what I mean? Not you, OTK, just... No, I'm just generalizing because I'm annoyed. You're living near the forest. Do you hunt wild animals, Lewis? And cook them over an open fire?
From Africa.
Do you try and catch fish in the river like Tom Hanks did in Castaway? Did you craft a spear? That's what I want to know. My fucking mouth hurts so much.
Give me a second, I'm gonna grab something to drink.
Go for it. Get off here anyway soon. Too much pain. The more I talk, the more in pain I am. If only it was worth it. It's not though. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. Okay. OTK, what game are you playing? Do you know? Is it fucking Smite? Resident Evil. Tell Meg, don't be dumb, just buy the capture card. I mean, she'll read that when she comes back. Maybe Smite, maybe PSO. What the fuck is PSO? Oh, that Fantasy Star Online thing? Stacks? Stacks? Why is it spelled stacks if it's stacks? You know, don't answer that, I don't care enough. Never mind. Here is so cold. Lewis, I'm not gonna lie, I'm picturing you in a fucking cave. Like a cave village. In Alaska. Like a cabin in the snow. On a hill. With a fire. I've watched too many survival films, don't judge me. Yeah, OTK, watch Friends from College. Watch an episode and let me know what you think. It's on Netflix. They just dropped season 2. And it's a binge watch show, by the way. So the episodes are like 30 minutes long. They're pretty quick. Kind of like Brooklyn. I think you'll like it. It's got like Keegan-Michael Key in it and a few other people. And I watched season 2 and I was gonna, like, I wanted to do a review on it. I fucking hate this whole, like, non-talking thing because, like, it just fucking hurts. Like, I can't say anything with any passion in my voice. Like, it just hurts. But I really wanted to do, like, a review of it because it was really decent. But I noticed I didn't have celebrities, like, Seth Rogen was in the first one and all these other celebrities were in the first one and they didn't really have any in the second season. But it's a server that's fan-made for people to play on. Uh, okay. Okay, that's cool. Well, I mean, if the router thing doesn't work, she's gonna get the capture card, obviously. But, like she said, she doesn't want to get the capture card. It's not her preferred thing.
One thing at a time. We'll see how it goes.
Listen, there's only one person who can push her around. That's not you.
Exactly. Tell him, babe. Tell him.
I mean, look, let's be honest. Like, I don't want her to get a capture card. Because if she gets a capture card, we both know what's gonna happen. She's gonna start doing that fancy shit, and then I'm gonna be pissed. Because then her shit's gonna be better than mine, and I can't have that. Let's be honest. let's say the truth, like, let's say the real reasons. Hashtag Kaplan selfish. But it's kind of true. I mean, if she has a capture card, her channel limitations are not there. It's endless. Like, she can do whatever she wants. Oh, so you don't want your girlfriend to succeed?
Like
and you want her to be less than you? And you want to be superior because you have a superiority complex? Yep. Yep. That's about it. That's about all of it.
Besides, I don't have a PC strong enough to handle a capture card. I highly doubt it.
No, don't say that. Now he's gonna be like, what are your specs, Meg? Can't be fucked. Okay, it is her choice. I don't know, like, I'm obviously, like, semi-joking. I'm not really joking, but I'm semi-joking. Like, I just don't see the capture card thing. I feel like it's fuckery. I feel like I can feel the fuckery it would bring to our lives before it's there. Do you know what I mean? I can just feel it. The router thing seems like no fuckery. They come in, they put the router in, she uses the VPN for everything. She doesn't have to go and buy different VPNs. She doesn't have to switch everything. Every 2 seconds, oh, let me change this VPN. You have no idea the fuckery we have to deal with, OTK, because of China. Like, for her to talk to me and then switch her stream and then switch this and do that and go from PC to, like, it's fuckery. If she just had one thing that works, then it would be a lot easier. So yeah, the capture card works. We know the capture card works. We don't know if the router thing works. So to you, maybe the capture card seems like a no-brainer, but like I said, you know, there's other factors.
For us, the internet will be better. Having better internet for us is 10 times better than
Yeah, but he's saying
about capture card because of our relationship and everything else.
You're cutting out, Megan.
Oh, fuck me, right?
See what I mean? The router, like, may not make it super better, but it will make it better. To at least some degree. The capture card does nothing for her shitty ass internet. All it does is potentially make her need a new laptop. If her laptop can't handle it. And then, you want to sit there and fucking guide her how to use a capture card and waste your time with that shit? Because I don't know how to do it. Like, it just seems like not necessary. It just, you know, doesn't seem necessary to me. A router seems much quicker. Like, way quicker. At least that's how we do shit here. Like, you just buy something, plug it in, and you go for it. Please explain to the tech guy more on how it would be better.
He doesn't understand. The internet is not just for YouTube.
So, explain this to me. When you buy different cables, like for wired, right? When I buy like a Cat 5 or a Cat 6, I don't know if you know what that is there. But if you buy different cables, you get different speeds, right? Because the cable's coded differently or the wires are done differently or whatever the fuck it is. I don't remember. Now, when you buy routers, if they don't make a difference to your internet, why the fuck do they have different routers that are higher priced? Explain it to me. Yeah, the Ethernet cable, exactly, that's what I'm talking about. So you know what I'm talking about. Good. So why do they have routers that looks that? What do you mean they don't give better speeds? You know what? I can't do this. It's gonna hurt my mouth too much. It's not worth it. Megan, stop eating chocolate and talk to him.
I'm busy getting the information on this router so that I can have my facts. You know,
You don't need
everything has
facts.
to be back to facts.
He's just a dum-dum. More stable speeds. Okay. Okay. Well, even if so, that's still better. Because we constantly cut out from her shitty internet. I don't understand why you have to argue that. Why do you have to always argue with me? Why can't you just be like, yeah, I agree with you, Kaplan.
Okay, ITK, are you in front of your PC?
Oh, Megan.
Why don't you know what?
Why don't you put him... Do you want to come on here and talk to her? You guys can sit here and... Actually, I do like him typing, I'm not gonna lie.
No, I just want him to look this up. I'll put it in the chat.
Okay. Okay.
This is the router that I'm getting.
It has faster downloads. I mean... I got faster fucking speeds because I went wired from wireless. And then you just told me that it stabilizes the connection, doesn't make it faster, but my speeds went faster. So explain that to me. Please. It didn't stabilize my speeds, it made them faster. So... if she gets a router, plus goes wired, she plugs an Ethernet cable directly to that upgraded fucking router that looks like a giant fucking arachnid. It's a beast.
I sent it to him. I sent him the name.
That's what I'm saying. My
Okay,
fucking throat is
it's
hurting, OTK. You're making me suck your dick and I'm not
11,000.
interested. Stop forcing it down my throat. Sorry, go.
Tri-band Wi-Fi gaming router. World's first 10 gigabyte Wi-Fi router with quad-core processor, 2.5G gaming port, DFS band, whatever. Triple level game acceleration. Accelerate game traffic every step of the way. Now, how would that happen if your speeds are not faster? Just asking. From device to game server. Battle-ready hardware. Frontline network security. Better partner with mesh system. Better range. Wider coverage over large distances of up to 80%. Here we go. One channel can transmit data of several devices at the same time, thus improving efficiency and reducing latency.
Yeah, I can. That router that you showed me because she showed me her place. Whatever. He's just gonna say what he's gonna say. So. Do you want to come on here and explain it to her, OTK? You want to come say your piece, because I can't be fucked.
The biggest thing for me is because it has a built-in VPN. Please understand that. I don't give a fuck about the rest. For me, the most important thing is the built-in VPN. That is the only way I'll be able to stream without having to go through external VPNs all the time.
He's not understanding the China situation. He's not factoring that into anything. He's looking at it from a tech perspective, which I totally get, but it's not just a tech because that technology that you're suggesting may help her stream faster, but stream better, not so much. And stream and actually just have everything be better, also not so much. So if there's a possibility that she's gonna get better at fucking internet or faster or a stable connection, what the fuck ever, for less than a capture card, that's much more appealing to someone like Megan. Do you understand? So buy one
That does
before.
have a VPN IOTK, and I need something that's got a stable connection because I don't want to keep losing my streams.
How do I?
Because that's.
I'm on my PlayStation. You need to join my party chat, right?
He says you have a PlayStation.
I don't even remember how I had him on last time. I think so.
He's got to do it on Fortnite.
No. Oh, my mouth hurts so much.
He's got to do it on Fortnite.
Cause he's a fucking shit kicker.
Just get a PlayStation OTK.
He's got one. He's just a shit kicker. I mean, I can restart it and we can make it a capcast and you guys can talk tech. That can be the subject. But I'm not doing it long because my mouth really hurts and I'm not going to talk very much. OTK, do you want to do that? Can you fucking respond a bit quicker? I feel so sorry for the women that are with you because you're clearly not satisfying them. 6 second stream delay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jesus Christ, it took him all that time to write that. Fuck. My soul. You take my soul. My soul. Fucking hell. Okay. And come back with shitty ass Fortnite. Please be online and ready for an invite. Oh god, I can't be fucked. Alright, let's do this. I'll be back with some Fortnite and Capcom.